I like using the Lectio 365 prayer app. It's a free app that you can download, and it's produced by the 24/7 prayer organisation. They give you 3 different devotionals every day, so there's morning, noon and night. I've used the morning one and the nighttime one for a long time, several years, and the morning one is based on scripture, and they have a different reading every day. They often have a theme, so they follow the liturgical year with Advent and Christmas and Lent and Easter and Pentecost and so on. And then they have other themes as well dotted around. They have different presenters, so each week it's a new presenter usually. It's based on the idea of Lectio Divina, which means the divine reading. And so the idea is that you read a short passage of scripture and you really dwell on those words rather than reading lots and lots of verses. And so the passage is presented twice, and then they ask questions or they make comments about it, which I find often helpful. And I might then go off on a tangent in my own prayer, but at least it's kind of got me over the threshold of starting to pray. And then I like the evening devotional one as well, which is a very calming one at the end of the day. And that's based more on the idea of the examen, where you reflect on the day with God and think about where you noticed God and perhaps where you didn't, where you lost track of him, where you were blessed by him and so on. And that they usually contain a psalm and other verses of scripture. So I just find both of those really good to use. And I also like the fact that they use a lot of scripture, obviously, but they do also incorporate ancient prayers and other liturgies and things, which I appreciate. So I would definitely recommend that as an aid to praying. Yeah, so the morning one and the evening one are about 10 minutes. And then the noontime one, I haven't used that much, but that's about 5 minutes, and that's based around the Lord's Prayer. But it tends to be shorter because I guess they know everyone's busy, but even 5 minutes praying is good.